here right now. You are the place, my only hope. Yeah, just like the flowers that bloom and fall with me over and over again. Well, I'm barely breathing and breathing through that ground, but each and every time we all stand up. Stop like to yourself and me, true to yourself, and that might be we both can exceed destiny. So let's shall me now. You must feel love, but I'm right by your side. Yeah, just like the flowers that bloom and fall to be over and over again. Keep the flame alive. I want to see you here right now. You are the place, my only hope. I know, I know, I know. Yeah, we can one day. We spread like flowers in the sky. No matter where I'm by your side. I know, I know, I know. You and I, let's fly the soul that we're together. Can't feel my heartbeat, so take my hand to the tomorrow. Don't come back and let it be. You give me strength and give me play. To take the darkness, let's fall yeah, in love. Spark just like Hibana. Light up the Hibana.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Here, let me help!
Swallow blade! All good things! Armor won't save you! Slash! These fists have got your name on them! Demon Fang! Dragon Form! On your knees!
Where are you going?
Swallow blade! Watch this! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Let me help you!
Roar!
First aid!
Spot! Double Demon Fang! Eat this! Rising Wyvern! Eat dirt!
There's a healing arc! First aid!
Slash! Now we're not...
Make it break! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Will this help?
Slash! Demon Fang!
Far enough!
Slash!
Healing
Swallow
circle!
blade!
Thanks, Xion. Hear me!
Dragon Form!
Burning!
Demon Fang!
Glacial Spear! Where's the evil? Tiger Blade!
Catch it out of this!
Damn! You're armed!
Anything in armor is all mine! Swallow blade!
I'm out!
Dragon Form! Armor won't save... I'm just
Tiger Blade! Here's a healing arc!
Burn!
Ground and pound!
Demon Fang!
Radiant Monster!
Dragon Form!
Will this help?
Demon Fang!
Healing circle!
That's all the things
I'll
come
stop
to
its
an
charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
Demon Fang!
Lion Howl! Where are you going?
Talon Hurricane!
Tiger! Is there no way out? Denied!
I'm on a roll now!
Healing circle!
Thanks!
Heal me! I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out then.
You miss all the fun. No way.
Burn in hell!
This one's
Time to
gone.
dust!
sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
That'll teach us for getting cocky. She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking. The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah. Like it's all some damn game to her.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be? Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here. What's this thing?
bad feeling about this.
I see one, eh? Swallow blade! Slash! Dragon form!
You think that's
Demon pass! Double deep! It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest!
not on my watch!
Dragon form!
Make it rain! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Seems about right to me.
I won't show you any mercy!
Do it! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Will this help?
Demon pass! Swallow blade!
Now you see what I can do!
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Denied! Mega Ray!
You see what happened there as you crossed me? Shouldn't have done that.
Demon Fang!
Run well! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Looks like... some solid equipment.
I'll do my best!
Demon Fang!
Eat
Demon
this!
Fang!
On guard! Talon Storm!
This
This one's
all
mine!
Swallow blade!
Those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt!
No further!
Aim for the weak spot!
Tiger Blade!
Blast Lancer!
Lion Howl! Eagle Fly!
Iesious!
Talon Storm!
Dragon Swarm!
Lunar Corruption!
Talon Hurricane!
Demon Fang!
I'm on a roll
I
now!
have no limits!
Here, Mirage! Ready and ready!
First aid!
Swallow blade!
Spear!
Rondo!
Talon Hurricane!
Devastation!
Freeze Lancer!
Mirage!
Dragon!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Demon Fang!
I'll smash you! I'm on a roll now!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
First strike!
Quick Talon!
Dragon Form!
Reload!
Swallow blade!
Down!
Not today!
Glacial Spear!
Swallow
Here's
blade!
Evos! Freeze
Dragon
Lancer!
Form!
Nothing gets
Swallow blade!
River Dragon!
Front turret! Demon Fang!
Awesome!
I'll heal you all!
Take this! Denied! In a bind?
Dragon
Here goes!
Appreciate the help! Piercing roll! I really owe you one.
Here's Evos!
Death Blossom!
Primed and ready!
Shouldn't have messed with me!
Demon Fang!
Do it!
Lunar
Kisara!
Corruption!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
I've been doing really great lately.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Armor won't save you!
Demon
Strike to
Fang!
offense! Round and power! Fire support! Make it right!
True Frozen!
Hammer!
Radiant blood! Here!
I'm on it! Demon Fang! Eat this!
Here goes!
Radiant blood! Here!
Side to side!
Now, get toasty!
Bird Strike!
I'm all
Demon
stuffed
Fang!
up!
Damn it! Eat this!
Stand back.
Blaze
I'll
your
trip it up.
front!
A comfortable win.
Right, here goes!
Engaging!
Dragon Swarm!
Little dance! On guard!
Start up!
Fire support! Watch for the ranged attack!
I see one, eh?
Make it right!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Lunar corruption!
You require...
There you
It's
go!
almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest! Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation!
Dragon
Not on
Shell!
my watch!
Rip and tear! Make it right! Don't leave! Hey!
Blow them away!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
If Almadria's not in her own room, just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages. And that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it.
Dispose of the trash.
Now you see what I can do!
My shield! Demon Fang!
How about this?
Take down their defensive!
Bring it down!
Frozen?
Hammer!
Fire in the hole!
Where are you going? Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Here goes. Make it break. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
No back and down. Glimmer
Swallow Blade!
By the power of water!
Dragon Swarm!
These ones can run rings around us!
I'll smash you!
Demon Fang!
Look sharp! Leave the ensnaring to me.
Frozen?
Hammer!
This one's mine! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
I know it!
Not on my watch!
Too shy to come over. No shield can stand up to these.
What's in the sky is mine!
Demon Fang!
It's almost
Where
too
the
strong.
hell?
Split it open.
Be my guest!
Do it! Get toasty!
Burn strike.
Lightning!
Shield and
Dragon Swarm!
make it roll.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Looks like we won.
Gotta break through! Slash! Demon Fang!
Dragon Swarm.
Piercing roll!
Fire support. I can read your moves like a book. Going in. I can carve through walls.
My shield! Demon Fang!
Take him.
This one's all mine! Dragon
Tiger
Swarm!
Blade!
Stand back.
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Here I go!
Demon Fang!
It's over!
Dragon Swarm!
Make it rain! Get toasty!
Burn strike.
Nicely done.
say we fight that shiny man?
No choice. Now you'll learn. You picked the wrong fighter.
This one's mine!
Swallow blade.
A showdown! Make it rain! Blade and fist! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Here's a healing
Demon
art!
Fang. Fall back. Swallow blade.
This one's mine!
Trapboard.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Swallow blade.
Turn your blade!
I'll punch that gun out of your hand!
Bring him down. We're not finished.
Do it! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Glacial spear!
Demon Fang.
Here's the evil!
I can carve through arms too!
You'll soon see about that.
Tiger blade!
Not today.
Glacial spear! Here's the
Transform.
evil! Make it rain!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Nicely done.
Out of my way!
You've got spirit. Rising Lord. Mirage.
So much for talking it out! Nothing gets
Demon
by me!
Fang.
Tiger blade!
Demon Fang.
Make it rain!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Dragon down!
Demon Fang. Dragon Swarm.
Denied! Annihilate this!
I'm practically unstoppable.
I won't forgive you!
Demon Fang. Might be one, eh? Rising Wyvern. Slap.
Armor won't save you!
My deal.
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Back into the fray!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! To me!
Eagle of Roll! Hear my call! I never miss! Make it rain! Goodwill!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Everyone hanging in there?
Gotta break through. Swallow blade.
By the
Demon
power
Fang.
of
Demon
This one's
Fang.
mine!
Slap. Burn it head on. Demon Fang.
Here,
Get out
let
of
me
this!
help!
Rip and tear!
Dragon
Shattering
Swarm.
of pieces! Attack time!
Explosive ring.
Do it!
Double Demon.
Great! Everyone hanging in there?
Gotta break through. My lord.
Now you see what I can do!
Healing
I owe you one. Dragon Swarm.
They really don't give up, do they?
Rising Wyvern. Mirage.
Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
You picked the wrong fight. Dragon Swarm. Demon Fang. Swallow blade.
This one's mine! Let them mark
Demon
Tiger
Fang.
blade! Where are you going?
An astral art?
That's my cue.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
We've only one last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almadria.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Iesious. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almadria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Nesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
Shattering to pieces! Attack time!
Healing thrust! Laser fire!
I really
Trigger
Demon
blast!
Peg!
Right!
Dragon Sword!
Switch to offense! You're
Demon
mine!
Peg! Not today!
Mega
Eat this! Far enough!
Stardust!
No further! Not like this!
Try hard! You'll pay for that!
I'll bring you back from death to
Did you hear it now? Eagle Dragon Swarm!
Right for me. This one's mine!
Mirage!
How dare you!
Mirage!
I'll shield your place! Eat this! Will this help?
Wretched fool!
Eat this!
That friggin' does it! I really
Here!
Dragon Shell!
Water! Hear my
Now you
call!
see what I can do!
Not today!
Stay away!
Freeze laser! This one's mine! This one's mine!
Take this! Eagle Assault! Lost my focus!
Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Fang!
Healing Hurricane!
No further! Swallow Blade!
Time to stop!
Dragon
Annihilation!
Swarm!
What's this? Right!
Downfall! Going in! I'm all stocked up! Annihilation! Flaming Meteor!
Know your place!
Critical!
Dragon
That
Swarm!
friggin' does it!
Annihilation!
Flaming
Meteor!
Rip and tear!
I'll heal you all!
Now you see what I can do!
Where are you going?
Dragon Swarm!
It's here! This one!
Watch this! Swallow dance! Right!
Burn!
Brimming with hatred.
Mirage! Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation! Hear me! Flame of Fury!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power!
Get ready! This one's mine!
Here's the Take this!
Don't leave me all alone here.
Swallow
This
blade!
one's mine!
Stay away!
Flame of Fury! Burning? This one's mine!
This one's all mine!
Red!
Not done yet!
Eat dirt!
Dare you!
I'll heal you all! Too shy of you all! Here!
Appreciate the help! Dance for me!
Mirage!
Here's the time!
Stardust!
Freeze laser!
Lunarongo!
I can't wait to far enough!
Watch it!
Piercing hurricane!
Dragon Swarm!
Take
this!
Dragon Swarm!
Healing
I'll finish you here and
This one's
now!
mine!
I owe you one.
By the power
Prepare
of
to
water!
be sealed!
Flaming Meteor!
Carve through armor!
Iesious!
Stardust!
Lunar corruption!
Go away!
Piercing
Get out of this!
Annihilation! Mega ray! Not in your dreams!
Swallow dance!
Annihilation!
Awesome! Now I'm in the groove for me!
And again!
There you go! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm!
Piercing roar!
They're attacking separately!
Can't let him hit on her!
Keep an eye on it. And take out the monster first.
I'm ready to go!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah! Take it away!
This should...
Here goes! Here! I'll bring you back from death to
Demon Fang! Stay away from my friend! This should do it! Demon Fang!
No further!
Try harder!
Glimmer Dragon!
Dragon Swarm!
Not in your dreams!
No! Can't... Here!
On a roll now!
Dragon Swarm!
Eat this! Anything in armor is all mine! I'll smash you!
Behold my true power!
That looks bad.
Wits about you people!
By the power of water!
Mirage!
I'm on it!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning
Super Swallow Dance!
Arch shield!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine! I'll bring you back from Desert.
Not my finest. Come on! You have to just try and run!
Nicole! Lunar corruption! Lunar blast! Annihilation!
Have some fun.
The new sunlight! Confiscated!
In a bind?
Just try and
Try
run!
harder! Demon Playin!
Here,
Try harder!
first aid!
Talon Hurricane! Swallow Dance!
Demon Playin!
Eagle
Demon Playin!
Train harder. Not my finest.
Burn in hell!
Piercing I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss! Where are you going?
Dragon Swarm!
Here's a healing art!
Blow away!
First aid! I'll end this with my own hands!
Talon Hurricane! Swallow Blade! Try hard!
Tornado!
Demon
Not
Playin!
like this.
Demon Playin!
Healing circle! Radiant here!
That freaking does it!
Demon Playin!
Flame! Reload!
Now you see what I can do!
I'm out of ammo!
Hurricane! Eagle Dive! Felt fine not too long ago.
Back into the fray!
I really owe you. Swallow Blade! All finished! Heal it now!
You picked the wrong fight!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer!
Just try and run!
Demon Playin! I can't move!
Can't be happening! Come now! How's this?
I owe you one! There! Demon Claw!
Reload!
Swallow Blade! Slice! Dragon! Is this it?
I'm just getting...
Try harder!
Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
Flame of Fury!
Thanks.
Burning
You
Fury!
will suffer!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
In a bind?
Here goes!
My true power!
This one's mine! Her Master Core! No! While I'm around, she isn't!
Dragon Blade! Hurricane! Lion Power!
Healing
Eagle
Circle!
Dive! Talon Storm! Goodwill!
I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me! This one's
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now!
This one's mine! Dragon Swarm! Shattering the
Annihilation!
pieces! Attack time! All finished, you hear it now!
Good
shot! Burning Hurricane!
Glacial Spear!
Carve through armor! Piercing Roar! That's enough! Explosive ring! Talon Hurricane!
I'll end you! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you. Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in, and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danin, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danin or Renin. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down?
What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Gianna!
Alvin!
Sion!
Alvin!
come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room. I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Live for me.
No. Leori. No!
Wait, please. Wait, I... What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking. worry. Shion. Damn it.
Demon Pet! Demon Pet! Demon Pet! Demon Pet! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm! Double, this one's all mine! Eat dirt! Slash! Double Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm! Demon Pet! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Slash! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Wind! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern! Double Demon Fang! It's on! Dragon Swarm! Slash! Severing Wind! Mirage! You picked the wrong fight! Swallow Blade! Slash! Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Fang! Slash! Swallow Blade! Double Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Swallow Blade! Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Double Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Fang!
Alvin?
Finwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell, where are we?
Ganeth Heros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
of your pals, Hoodle? Speaking of Thistleim, it's populated by Danins, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danin defectors, escapees from elsewhere. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah. And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right. Looks like we've spotted one of Hoodle's friends.
Coming through!
Heal! Raging Cascade!
Demon Fang!
Feel!
Demon Fang!
I'll be waiting for
Demon Fang!
If it
Demon
has,
Fang!
just back it out
This
again!
one's all mine!
Hope this works!
Elusive deity! You picked the wrong fight!
Lightning
Demon Fang! Double Demon
In a
Fang!
bind?
Slash! Demon Fang!
I'll thank
Dragon
you.
Swarm! Catapult! An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Slash! Demon Fang!
Penumbra!
Purge Malevolence!
Down on the
Slash!
ground!
Dig
Demon Fang!
Waterfall! Freeze
Slash!
Lantern!
Demon Fang!
In here!
Dragon Swarm!
Now!
Rinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Demon Fang!
Photon not on my watch!
Swallow Blade!
Tornado drive!
Demon Fang!
I'm ready!
Doubling!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Shion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dano. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegus is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegus. It was Naori. She was a Renan maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renan invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Xion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Xion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I'd never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen. I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Xion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis, anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Xion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kinda my forte.
Come on, man. Snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Xion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Xion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Xion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Xion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Xion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people! If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right! We need to hurry!
Remember, if the pain's too much...
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zoogle policy. Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
Are those arms natural?
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika!
No further.
This one's mine!
I'll tear you apart! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Demon Blade!
Transform! Eat dirt! Now in the groove! Power Blade!
Equal Assault!
Rising Wyvern!
Rising
Falcon! Demon Blade!
The enemy wields arcs too.
You'll soon see about that!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
Demon Blade to me! This should do it!
This one's mine!
Smash you!
Ready to go!
Demon Blade!
I'm gone!
Arch Shield!
Make it rain!
Triple! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, this limb kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers. It comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me, and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron, and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Playin. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there. By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine. Let's get going. Thistleum was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon. Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Xion?
Of course not! Xion's our friend! Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Xion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, But when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Okay.
Why?
Ugh. Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight. Have you guys checked your... Your equipment lately?
Did we really just spend that much money?
Hell yeah! There's no way you can complain about how this tastes! Be a breeze. Get in, get out.
This one's mine. Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
I'll bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Not in your dreams.
Look sharp. It's time. Dragon Form!
Raging Storm!
You're far enough. It's almost too strong.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! What's this?
Blade!
Now!
Go in! Hey! Blow them away!
Everyone hanging in there?
think Hoodle senses an owl around here.
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered can be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
Gotta break through! Eat dirt! Demon Fang!
Sleep now.
Dragon Form!
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
In a bind?
Dragon Form!
Look sharp!
Dragon Shell!
On guard!
Shining!
Rising Altar!
Do it!
Run well! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Demon Fang!
Now you see what I can do!
Dragon Form!
Do it! Yukara!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Don't get careless.
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
No backing down!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Dragon Form! This one's all mine! Eat dirt! Flash! Dragon Form! Demon Fang!
Dragon Shell!
Make it rain!
Double E! Hey! Blow them away!
Demon Fang!
The dark! I'm ready to go!
Wind Astral
Leave the
Energy!
ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa! Against my full power, you didn't stand a chance.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now...
Hi,
Demon
Hoodle!
Fang! Demon Fang!
Hurricane Blast!
Denied!
Slash! Dragon Form!
Here goes!
Dragon Shell!
I'll take out the legs with my shield.
Wind!
I'll stop it now!
Thanks, Kisara!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Demon Fang!
Dragon Shell! Shattering the
Demon Fang!
Do it! Go! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Dance in the wind!
Dragon Shell!
Demon Fang!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Could have been worse.
a breeze. Get in, get out.
I'm gone! Slice! Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Swarm!
Lightning on!
I really owe you one.
Talon now!
Kisara! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Demon Fang!
Raging Cascade!
Swallow Blade!
I'll finish you here and now!
Purge Malevolence!
Evil Assault!
Look sharp!
Severing Wind! Stardust!
Hurricane Flood! Now!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Step back! This one's all law! It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out!
Nicole!
You'll pay for that! Demon Fang!
Rip and tear!
Dragon
Evil
Swarm!
Assault!
Rising Wyvern!
Light Astral Energy! Just what the doctor ordered!
Dragon Shout!
Demon Fang! Try harder!
Now you see what I can do!
Purge Malevolence!
Swallow Blade!
Dragon Shout!
Feel not in your dreams!
Watch
Swallow
this!
Blade! Rising Falcon! Eat dirt!
Do it! Small! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Purge
Demon
Malevolence!
Fang!
Arcane
Dragon
Thunderbolt!
Shout! Can't get out of this!
Lancer!
Evil Assault!
Dragon Swarm!
Leap now!
Demon Fang!
With this, I can become even stronger.
No choice!
Guardian Field!
Dragon Swarm!
You could use a hand. Not like this!
Demon Fang! You'll pay for that! Demon Fang!
Here goes!
Talon Hurricane!
Swallow Blade!
Evil Fang!
Dragon Swarm! Rising Wyvern!
Shining Supernova!
Swallow Blade!
Air Blast!
I have no limits!
Slice!
Thunder Blade!
I can carve through
Swallow Blade!
First Slice!
Dragon Swarm!
Talon Storm!
It's on!
Big Waterfall!
Dragon Swarm!
Watch it!
Field! I'll be saving
Demon
you!
Fang!
Prepare to be sealed!
Wind Astral Energy!
You're
Where
on!
that came from!
Demon Fang!
Here
Demon
goes! Here goes!
Demon Fang!
Purge Malevolence!
Double
Lava
Demon
Blast
Fang!
Action! Freeze Lancer! Dance in the wind! Sleep now! I'll be saving this one!
No further! Swallow Blade! Slice!
More where that
Demon
came from! One last
Demon Fang!
Thunder
Demon
Blade!
Fang! Demon Fang!
I've let you all down.
Got pig? Take that! Dance in the wind! In here! More
Hey, anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back.
back to regroup and try again later. What's this thing? Is that the Zugel we're looking for?
Allow me to help. Dragon Swarm! Demon! Ready to go!
Simian pest! I shall feel you where you stand!
You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Swarm!
Raging Storm!
I'm ready! Watch this! Too fat!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Demon Fang! On your...
Water Astral Energy!
Far enough! Air pressure! Resonate with the
Dragon Maw! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Demon Fang! Can't get out of this! Swallow Blade!
I'll tear you apart!
Dragon Swarm! Heal!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Swallow Blade! I'm on it! Dragon Swarm! I'll tear you apart! I'm ready! Hey! Blow them away! Demon Fang! I have no limits! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Fang! Regenerate! Anything in armor is all mine!
Here!
Swallow Blade!
I'll be saving
Demon
you!
Fang!
Magic
I'm on it!
Hand!
Swallow Blade! Begin!
Sleep
Dragon Swarm! Eat this! Elusive Deity!
Not on my watch!
I'm ready! Show me! In an instant! Impact Claw!
There's always room for improvement. What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
There. Have you guys checked your equipment lately?